You have to see this.
Said I'd fight anybody on God's green earth on the White House card just to get that opportunity to fight in front of my, my hero, Donald Trump, and all the great politicians that I'm friends with up in DC. They're upsetting their hardcore fan base. Whatever, we're just going to throw at the wall and we're going to tell everybody it's flaming yawn. It's completely the opposite of what they promised the fans. They said, hey, we're going to give you guys the biggest and best event the UFC's ever had. We're going to put 6 or 7 title fights on this card. Where's the 6 or 7 title fights? And they just have me sitting around for the last 14 months doing nothing. They haven't offered me one fight. Like, they're supposed to be offering me 3 fights a year by contractual law. I'm not trying to get into a suing match or a pissing match, but it's just not fair to me. They're treating me like an employee right now because I tried to go wrestle and do a jiu-jitsu match against Arm and they said no. They're treating me unfairly and I'm sick of it, man. They've done me dirty my whole career. Been treated like, and I've tried to play the company role, but I'm just over it, man. They're trying to ice me out. It's been 15 months. What do you want me to do? You just want me to sit here and just twiddle my thumbs and, play with myself? Like, what am I supposed to do to earn money, dude? I want to pay my bills, man. I have a lot of bills. It just sucks, man. I feel so disrespected by the company after everything I've done for them. Put my, the company on my back for the events that I promoted, sold out, Madison Square Garden, top 10 gates all time. What I did in Brazil, putting my life on the line for their company to make them money when I was getting paid peanuts, 30 grand when, I made them tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, Hunter's hated me from the start. He's never liked to deal with me, but he's had to deal with me because I was their biggest star in the welterweight division. Dude, it's the most frustrating thing in the world, dude. I get stopped, 10, 20 times a day, every day. People are like, when's your next fight? When's your next fight? Why aren't you fighting? I just think that the UFC, they've checked out, man. They got the $8 billion from Paramount. They don't care about putting on the most best exciting fights. They're getting guaranteed money. So they'd rather stick out a guy out there that's making 10 and 10 than stick a guy out there like me who makes big money.
That's Colby Covington. Now, Colby is very, very upset because he was not picked for the Trump UFC White House fight card, yada, yada. We've covered it previously. And, with him being upset, I just have to say this.
Never thought celebrities would eat my face. No, I never thought celebrities would eat my face. We bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought celebrities would eat my face. Slow it down now. I never thought the leopards would eat my face. No, I never thought it would happen to me. Bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. But they always do.
Colby, you thought all that sucking up.
Colby, I see you're reading your book here. I'm sorry if we're boring you.
Just trying to enlighten myself.
I see.
Everybody knows I'm the greatest of all time. GSP's a bum. He's in Canada eating poutine. I'm in America eating poutang. I'm not a mark, but I do love the greatest president of all time, Donald Trump. What he's doing for America, he puts America first. Can't thank the First Family enough for what they do for America. They don't have to put themselves in the spotlight and do what they do for America, but they're saving America, and everybody here should be thankful.
All that brown nosing you did.
I do believe that. I think they stacked the deck against us because they don't want we, the people, to have control of this country again. And that's what Trump stands for. He stands for democracy. He stands for freedom.
You being the biggest tryhard one has ever seen, not just in the sport, but in sports in general.
Who they're going to have to call? They're going to have to call the bad guy for hire, Colby Chaos Covington, Donald Trump's favorite fighter. Got my son, Keep America Great hat on. We got our new campaign coming out this year. 2020 is going to be a big year, Ariel. So, I'll be ready International Fight Week.
Personally, I find it absolutely hilarious.
I got the most famous person in the entire planet coming to watch this fight Saturday night. He wouldn't know anything about that. Donald Trump saved America. He put America first. He secured our borders and kept our country safe. He had inflation at an all-time low. He did so many great things for this country. Anything Leon would know about his country. Denied a homecoming title fight for UK, so he hates it. country. I love my country. I love Donald Trump. He's the greatest president in history, and he's going to make America great again in 2024.
To see the effort he made and only to be left out to dry, going on podcasts and shows and crying wolf. I mean, Oh, poor Colby. Poor Colby. I don't even know if Candace Owens feels bad for you. Another diabolical figure you sucked up to. That no one should, by the way. He would go on to say, I wouldn't say bothered, but more bummed. Just a little bummed. I thought that I was a shoo-in for that spot. I'm the one that brought Trump into the UFC back in 2018 when no one was supporting him. No one was supporting him. No one. Oh my goodness. Right. Like the guy who, I can't even say it anymore because the court documents proved otherwise, but Dana White, the man who I suppose used to run the UFC, spoke at the 2016 presidential inauguration. The entire company had Trump's backing. What are you talking about? No one supported him. Just the powers that be running my sport. What a goober. There wasn't an athlete alive that was walking around Times Square supporting him like I was, wearing a MAGA hat in Times Square with my belt and going to media tours. Oh, he is so desperate. He's so hurt and so desperate. I thought I was going to get that call to represent the U.S. and get on that White House card. No other fighter represents the United States on that card. Guys, this is what happens when ego is checked and you get humbled. But you can't wrap your head around it. I mean, he's just spewing nonsense, as he always does. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards. Hunter didn't give me the opportunity. The UFC didn't give me the opportunity. I wasn't going to go to Trump. Everyone was like, you should have gone to Trump and should have asked him for a favor. Man, he's got way more important things to worry about. I don't know, man. He's got a lot of executive time, as we've learned from the reporting. You probably could have called him. Or as Caitlin Collins says, he's the most accessible president. Not a good thing, by the way, for the media to think this way, but I digress. We've got to keep world peace right now. Where? Where are we keeping world peace? We can't even keep peace inside our own home. Yeah, we're going to keep world peace. Just took out a leader, by the way. Just kidnapped another leader in another country. What? We don't want to see a world war. I'm not going to bother him with, oh, Mr. President, can you make sure that I get on the White House fight? Call Hunter and Ari Emanuel and make sure. No, I'm not a selfish, greedy person. Colby. I care more about my country than I care about myself. It's unfortunate. For sure, I'm bummed. But just like anything in life, it goes on and you keep moving and working hard and stay focused. Look, man. This is awesome. This is awesome. Because Colby is washed up. He's 38 years old. He's damaged goods. And all of that stuff that he did to try his best to get on that card still failed. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.